Good afternoon, all of you. I am Manoj Pandey from University of Allahbad, Department of Psychology. I am going to present my presentation on role of social support groups and social comparison in coping with negative feelings of chronic disease. My presentation is started with a model, that is role of social support groups and social comparison in coping with negative feelings associated with chronic disease. Social support groups or network refers to stress-related interpersonal transaction in which network members provided aid. In this sense, social support can be conceptualized as a coping assistance. Support groups for cancer patients are generally aimed at increasing social support and reducing emotional distress. Patients who participate in such groups lived longer than those who received only medical care. Third, compared with the control groups, those who participated in weekly discussion reported significantly less tension, less confusion, more vigor, less fatigue, fewer maladjustment, coping responses, and fewer phobia. Social comparison refers to direction of the comparison is important to direction of comparison is important to study because it includes whether one was looking or responding favorable or unfavorable information about self. People who prefer compare with individuals of the same gender or race or those who share their interests. These individuals' abilities are considered relevant self-standard because people expect those who are similar to them in some way to the similar to them in other. Comparison choices would indicate whether patients wanted to compare with someone better than themselves. That is an upward comparison, or worse than themselves. That is a downward comparison, and wanted to compare with someone similar to them, an adjacent, rank, or equal comparison. Upward comparisons, Wheeler defined it in his social comparison theory that the more motivated a person will make an upward comparison that will make more silent his inferiority to the comparison target, and they were almost as good as the very good ones. Downward comparison, when individual facing health threats acknowledge worse possible situations or other whom their circumstances compare favorably, they are engaging in emotional focused coping. Equal comparison, people wanted to compare with someone similar to them. Now, this is my first hypothesis. People who were joining or taking membership in SSG will show less negative feelings associated with being a patient of cancer or AIDS in comparison to people who didn't take any membership as such groups. I just calculate F value, and that is highly correlated, that is significant at 0.01 level. It shows the negative joining social support groups make a sense to make their better coping. it's the second. Coping strategies such as positive outlook, optimism, health, locus of control, and health esteem. Now, the question is, if the social support groups make any differences with fighting with negative feelings associated with chronic disease, then how? These others positive coping strategies such as positive outlook, optimism, health locus of control, and health esteem make it more easy or more comfortable to cope with negative feelings. Positive outlook refers to a positive frame of mind or attitude towards world. The positive coping strategies can promote emotional and psychological well-being when dealing with cancer and a heart attack, and hence patients are feel more energetic and resilient. These effects may enhance
More people have joined us.
Second hypothesis is people who were engaged in upward comparison will show better coping with negative feelings associated with being a patient of cancer or AIDS than people who were engaged in downward or equal comparison. The table shows that 57% people were just prefer upward comparison, and that is according to my hypothesis, and 25% people were just preferring downward comparison. 18% people are preferring equal comparison. The third hypothesis is coping strategies such as positive outlook, optimism, health locus of control, and health esteem will decrease the negative feelings associated with being a patient of this chronic disease. This correlation, the correlation table shows highly correlation at 0.01 level. That is positive outlook, optimism, health locus of control, and health esteem is highly correlated with negative feelings associated with chronic disease. I just calculate regression analysis, and it also shows significant at 0.01 level. That's all.